Hey guys, Dr. Banks here. Very quickly, I'll be talking about the concept of flip zones and how we can apply the concept of flip zones to our trading. Firstly, we must understand that trading is an art, and then most times we get carried away and we forget to fully express the the details of the art. Okay, I'll be talking about flip zone as quick as I can, and I'll be using current price action from London, 1st of August 2022 for this example. Okay, so earlier this morning we had this fine area. Okay, we had this fine setup happen on GBP USD, and I was 101% willing to in fact, I even had positions open at this point. Okay, I had set pending orders that were actually mitigated at this point. Okay, now, but something striking happened here. That was actually a very fine flip zone, but then I was still busy sulking my -1 hour that I couldn't take this. I had eyes on had eyes off the screen at the time, so I couldn't take this setup. So what actually happened was uh people who were mentored by me understand the setup up here, grab on liquidity and then the break of structure. Okay, but then order flow began to present something new that I would like to consider as a valid level. Okay, I will take this as a grab on liquidity at this level, right, as X, and then look to see a break of structure, which we had a break of structure right here. So when price came into this level of supply, we were looking for further downward movements, right? We're expecting to see market push further to the downside, and then price gave us some sort of reaction that made us comfortable with the movement, even if we did not have a confirmation. So if we had stick to taking confirmations, we would have saved our asses from this -1 hour. But then that's that. So what actually happened was the price mitigated here, took out the funds, took out liquidity from this area, and then we had a violation of the supply level. Okay, and then in my previous explanation of price flips, I explained that a supply level violated automatically transfers power to the demand that sponsored the rally that took out the supply. Okay, so a supply violated transfers potency to the next available demand level. Okay, and then I'm talking about this actual bullish order block, okay, that sponsored this bullish run to the upside. So after our level was violated and they went offline, okay, I only realized that price came back and then gave us a nice flip into this level and then changing the whole story that happened around here, thereby nullifying the setup and then giving us a clear bullish setup. Okay, so we had price, okay, come back here, mitigate the supply level, and then delivered an amazing 1 to 10 to the upside. So while we were still busy sulking on -1 hour, price actually gave us 10 hour, though I did not take this, like I said, because I was off the screen at the time. And then I was not actually very much impressed because I don't like seeing very clean setups fail. Okay, so this was the play we had. So while price took us out on 1 arrow, it delivered a 10 arrow in the opposite direction. Okay, so we just have to be dynamic enough and then follow the order flow. Okay, too many times when you get too married to a bias, this is what happens. Okay, I think I was actually married to this bias, and then that's why I could not spot this when it happened. Okay, excluding the fact that it is a concept that I had taught oftentimes, I still could not spot this when it happened. Probably because I was off the screen or I was not willing or open-minded enough to expect this to happen. So that's what happened with GBP USD today. Okay, grab on liquidity, break structure, came back to supply, nullified supply, and then broke above the level. Further play downwards to the demand that sponsored the rally to the upside. Proper mitigation, and then continued aggressively to the upside to give us a 1 to 10. Okay, so that's just that for understanding flip zones. And then don't forget the key principles. Okay, once the supply level is violated, it transfers potency to the demand block that sponsored the rally that took out the supply. Okay, let me try to go in depth on that. Okay, so this was the supply level that was violated, right? I'll have to delete this guy. Okay, supply level violated at this point. Okay, and then we have this last bullish order block, bearish candle before bullish one. Okay, so price came back in and then mitigated this and continue up. That's just simple, as simple as that. Okay, so a failed supply transfers potency to the demand block that sponsored the rally that took out supply. The exact opposite is the case for trading a demand flip. A failed demand transfers power or potency to the supply that sponsored the rally that took out the demand. And that's that. I hope this adds some kind of value to your trading, guys. Thank you.